I have warned the drug dealers that if you sell the fatal dose, we will do everything we can to arrest you.
Flagler County Sheriff Rick Staley announcing the end of a lengthy investigation in a fentanyl overdose death.
Following a year-long investigation, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office Major Case Unit has made an arrest in connection with the overdose death of 22-year-old Calvin Stahl, whose body was discovered in Belterre Park in January of 2024.
A poison peddler is now in jail facing a manslaughter charge after an almost 1-year investigation into the overdose death of an individual in Palm Coast City Park. I commend our Detectives Special Investigations Unit for bringing this investigation to a conclusion.
Stephanie Raimundo, 48 of Palm Coast, was arrested on January 8th for her role in Stahl's death.
Once we get enough evidence, we go to the state attorney's office for a warrant for the arrest of the poison peddler. Poison peddler is now in the Green Roof Inn and facing significant time in a state prison facility upon conviction for selling the fatal dose.
Major case detectives obtained an arrest warrant for Raimundo for manslaughter in connection with Stahl's death. Raimundo now faces 14 charges relating to manslaughter and drug trafficking.
I hope this arrest brings some closure, although we can never bring the victim back to the family. If you are addicted to drugs, please seek help before you get a fatal dose. Your addiction is like playing Russian roulette, and you don't really know what you're buying.
For Flagler's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, January 14th. The Palm Coast City Council meets this morning at 9 a.m. for a workshop. Brittany Kershaw, Director of Communications and Marketing for the City of Palm Coast, has a preview.
There are 3 items on the agenda for the workshop, and the first one is an ordinance to amend the city's fair housing ordinance, and this will include updates to expand definitions, provide new provisions addressing unlawful housing practices, and enhance compliance with federal regulations. Following the ordinance, there will be a presentation on a resolution approving the Affordable Housing Incentive Report for 2024 under the State Housing Initiative Partnership Program, which is the SHIP program. The report outlines strategies to increase affordable housing options in Palm Coast and Flagler County. And the final item on the agenda is a presentation on exterior building house colors. City staff has collaborated with the previous City Council to explore potential modifications to the Land Development Code as it relates to exterior building colors. And with 4 new council members in place, City staff aims to provide an update on prior directives and seek guidance on how to proceed. As always, the meeting is open to the public. It will be held in the community wing of City Hall at 160 Lake Avenue, and there will be public comment at the beginning and end of the meeting. For those who cannot attend in person, it will be live streamed on the City of Palm Coast YouTube channel.
This local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. In other news, a patient was transported by air to Halifax Health's Trauma Center following a collision at Whiteview Parkway in US 1 yesterday morning. The incident involved a vehicle and a construction steamroller, with the car striking the heavy machinery. This is a developing story, and we'll have more updates as they become available. And finally, yesterday morning, the City of Palm Coast held a ribbon-cutting ceremony for the new tennis courts at the Southern Recreation Center. Acting City Manager Lauren Johnston.
And now, these incredible new courts, combined with planned amenities like shade structures, water stations, and additional parking, Palm Coast is positioned to become a premier destination, inspiring future players for years to come. As we cut this ribbon today, we're not just unveiling new courts, we're opening the door to countless opportunities for residents of all ages to play and compete. After this presentation, I encourage everyone to stay, explore the courts, and join us to the start of the Palm Coast Open later this morning. This is our first ever year of hosting a women's tournament, and we are glad that you're a part of being that history today. Thank you.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.